Hello, hello, team. Welcome to our Wicked Wednesday training. I'm so excited for tonight. I am so excited to help you guys and show you guys what I've learned in my last 4 years of network marketing. So I'm gonna just try to be super, I don't know, quick, whatever. I know that we have the American Zoom right now and then the Canadian Zoom in half an hour. So before the Canadian Zoom starts, um, oh gosh, Jen, no. Um, I am ill as well, but my tests are coming up negative, so I'm really, really hoping that I'm still good. Um, but so you might hear me cough and whatever, but I assure you that I was not going to miss this tonight because I do have a friend that's going to pop on here and she is going to share how her stories and her how self-development basically has helped her with stories and posts and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to jump into the nitty-gritty right away. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. I do have the chat open, so I will see it at some point when I'm not in my own head or on my phone. But I will try to answer all your questions. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen on my phone because I find this is the easiest way to train. So, oh, and I made it so only the host can share in this meeting. Uno momento, por favor. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So, here we go. So, stories and posts. So one big thing that I've learned within being within this industry is being genuine, being real, showing people who you are. So, you'll hardly ever see me use somebody else's post. I may use a tiny bit of it if I think it's super awesome and then alter it to my own liking. But other than that, I try to keep it very genuine, very me, very unique to who I am, like how I talk, how I say things. Um, my candid nature, if you will, so that people see that it's actually me posting and me doing these things. So, I want to show you guys right now, even just where my story's at right now. And then I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to make a story. Okay. So I'll actually go on my Instagram. If you guys do not have your Instagram linked to your Facebook, I highly suggest that you do so because everything that you post on your stories, it goes directly to your Facebook story. Okay, so I'm going to show you really easily how to do that. So you're going to go here, you're going to click on the top right 3 lines, and then you're going to go into, oh my gosh, I want to say settings. I should have done this before to figure it out. I think it's, oh gosh, no, it's not. Hold on. Hot mess over here. You're welcome. It's in here, account. There we go. And then you're going to link account. Kayla, you want to help me out here? I haven't done this in like 2 years.
Okay, so actually go back to where that first page.
Thanks. Here we are.
And you went into settings, and then you said it wasn't in that section. Actually, you go into your story there, I believe. So I think, what did you click on? Account.
Is it
there you
account?
go. Now go story. Nope, back. Sorry.
Okay.
The one you just clicked on.
So we go into privacy.
There you go. And then story.
Right.
Now from here, you should be able to do it. Oh shit.
Share your story to Facebook. It's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. And so to link your account, you will go to account and then it's going down to,
I think you go back. And on that main page, it says the account center under Meta.
Sorry guys, hot mess over here.
Yeah, so account center.
So account center?
I think it's that one. There you go.
Whoop. Okay, so story posting and sharing, then you can link your accounts here. They changed it since I did it last, so sorry. Okay, so you want to link your Instagram to your Facebook, vice versa, whatever. I also have my TikTok linked to my Instagram. which we'll share on my Instagram story and then share on my Facebook story, which is super cool because you can do one thing and it shares throughout. So, looking at my story right now, sorry guys, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. So I have something cute here with my dog when your dog notices her reflection in the fireplace. I have a funny meme. I have my kids. I did a TikTok, which shared directly to here. Inspirational quotes, self-care, my kids again. Okay. And so what you want to do is you want to have like, you know how Jamie has talked about pillars? You want to have your pillars. You want to have your things that you most noticeably talk about on your page. So for me, people know that I'm a mom. Okay, they know I have a family. They know that I have a Frenchie. They know I'm a dog mom. They know that I love like inspirational things and motivational things. And then they also know that like I have a pretty dark sense of humor, but not inappropriate, but like dark enough that it's still like kosher for people to see and like laugh about, right? And so when you create your stories, you want that to resemble who you are. So if you look at my story there, you already see that, oh my God, she has a cute dog. She has super cute kids, at least in my opinion. And she has, she has inspirational stuff. She has funny stuff. Awesome. This is somebody that I could get along with, somebody that I could enjoy, following, right? And so now the biggest thing that I do with stories is the quick way is to just go in here, add to your story, okay, and pick 3 pictures. So I already chose 3 pictures that I'm going to use tonight, okay, of me and my family, okay? So there's me and my boyfriend. I'm going to do something super easy, super simple, like 4 months ago, I couldn't have imagined where I would be today. And then I made a huge change that has literally changed my life. So we always talk about where we were, okay, what happened, and what's going on right now, okay? So I made a huge change that literally, or huge change that, I don't like how that sounds, a huge leap. There we go. Huge leap that literally changed my life. The reason why I took this leap is because of everyone in this picture. I wanted more time to spend with my family, and working full time away from home wasn't an option anymore. Okay, super easy. And then I'm going to put on the following one. If you relate to any of this, PM me and I can share with you what I've found. Okay, and then usually I'll say something along the lines of, what was I going to say? Really to any of this PM, I'll show you what I have found. And then I'm going to put something along the lines of, I now work from home so that I can be with my babies and not miss a darn thing. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So then I have my perfect story here for people that they can read, they can look through, they can see just a snippet of what I've done and where I've gone and how I've been a part of this venture. But they don't feel overwhelmed by reading 1.5 million things. And then this one I'm going to save, because actually I'm going to save all of them because I actually really like this story. And I'm going to post. Okay. So that took me what, like 3 minutes? The last slide, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to put a poll there so that people are able to vote. Okay, so you're going to click on this little Post-it note up at the top. On the right hand side, you'll see poll. Okay, you don't need to ask a question, but you can say I'm intrigued, but how? Okay, so then I have a little poll that I'm going to sneak right in there, and I'm going to post it in there. Okay. For stories, it is all about quality. Okay, it's not about quantity. It's not about looking perfect all the time. It's not about having your hair and makeup done. It's not about any of that stuff. What it is it's about genuine like stuff of where you are, where you want to go in life, how you want to move forward. And so like Kristen has amazing stories. Karina does as well. I wonder if she has any up right now. Yeah, so you look at Karina's, she has something about the company that's super, like, I'm just saying, trust me, if you've all seen this Insane Growth, blah, blah, blah. I posted that yesterday too. Okay, she has her kid, she's doing her morning water, vitamins, blah, blah, blah. Talking about the people that are coming onto her team and that are working with her. Then she shows her day that she's not just hanging out.
So I wanted to clear something up. Treat it.
So we're not just seeing her sitting on her couch working, like she's showing that she's actually living her life. Then she does almost every second day, she'll have an explanation of why she's doing what she's doing in a video. I love doing that as well. And yeah, and she has a cute little poll. I want to know, tell me. Okay, so then more stuff that's going on, wondering about Q Sciences, blah, blah, blah. You know, just her life and her kid and like all of the things that are amazing, right? So if you feel like, and this is how I felt at the beginning, I felt like I was not interesting, because to be honest, I really am not. I'm not very interesting. I don't think I'm overly funny. You know, I don't scream like, I don't know, like fashionista or any of that stuff. So when you look at your pillars, do things that are manageable and real for you. Okay. So what I mean by that is pick 4 things in your life that you can relate to in your core, and it will be easy. It will be easy. Because for me, it's easy for me to take pictures of my kids every day. It is easy for me to be a hot mess mom and for people to see that. Okay. It is easy for me to take pictures of my dogs every day. It's easy for me to throw in a thing with the vitamins because I have some on hand and I can just put, oh, these are so convenient, blah, blah, blah. Love these little individual packets. Okay. And then when I want to do like an opportunity story, I just talk about, you know, like I really couldn't imagine where I would have been 4 months ago. So much has changed for me. I'm so much happier now. I'm so much more confident in myself. And just because I took a chance. And so people see my story and who I am and where I've come from, right? Another big pillar of mine is my recovery. Like I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic. And so I post about that because people relate to it and I'm not ashamed of it. And so find your pillars and find what you want to share with your audience. You know, if you like playing video games once in a while, that might not be a pillar, right? Just because how are you going to work that into your social media? So find things that are easily accessible that you can post to your story. I usually post around 10 times a day, and it's literally I take pictures of my kids and just throw it on. Okay. Or I see something on somebody else's story and I screenshot it and I throw it in mine because I think it's funny or cute or awesome. Okay. The next part that I'm going to go through is I'm just going to go through posts. Again, if you guys are not linked between your Instagram and Facebook, please do so because it just makes life so much easier. Every time I post to my Facebook, it goes to my Instagram. Every time I post to my Instagram, it goes to my Facebook. Okay. So even looking at my profile, there's nothing on here that screams that I'm in network marketing. So people don't get turned off right away. Okay. Because there's a lot of misconceptions within this industry that people are going to be like, oh, she's with network marketing, or oh, she's with this, or she's with that, or blah, 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 and make those assumptions. When really I'm just a person. I'm just a person that, yeah, I do work for my social media, but I'm real. So I have pictures of like my 2 kids and then my 2 nieces at the very top. I have myself with like Stand with Ukraine, which is a big thing that's going on right now. And I'm Ukrainian. That's part of my heritage and something that I very much believe in. And then I have like, you know, my collection of posts, whatever. So you go down here and like I made a post today because I haven't made one in a couple days and I really needed to make one. And so I don't need, like, you don't have to post every day. Some days I post twice, some days I post once, some days I don't post at all. And so this I literally wrote in, I don't know, Jamie was on the phone with me, like probably what, 2-3 minutes I wrote it. And it's just, sometimes the universe hands you an opportunity of a lifetime, but you can't see it because you're clouded by fear. This is what happened to me. So remember the system. What happened, or sorry, what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. I saw something amazing and I was reluctant, not because these things weren't amazing, not because my gut didn't want to jump at it, not because my jaw didn't hit the floor when I saw the comp time. It was because I was scared. Leaving something that you would have, that you have known and gotten comfortable with is the hardest thing of life. Truth talk, staying in that comfort zone almost killed me. I was unhappy, I was depressed, and I was doing something that I didn't align with my soul anymore. So I decided to go for it. Leave the comfortable for something amazing, and sure as shit, I'm glad I did. More of the story, do the thing, take the risk. Your future self will thank you for it. Okay? So what it was like, what happened, what it's like now. It's a very easy thing. Another thing that I found is with stuff like this is a picture of me. Okay? Honestly, I took this picture maybe a week and a half ago and I made it black and white so it didn't look like another picture I posted on my feed because I don't feel very hot today to take a picture. And so I used an older picture. It's okay. When you feel good, you have a good day, you just take a bunch of pictures and then you can use them whenever. Then you look down, like I have a funny meme. I have, you know, me and my bestie. People are getting to know me. You know, another post about the business, something hilarious that I think is amazing, and it was shared a lot and people commented on it. Another business post, look at me, I'm live. Going live on your page is going to boost your algorithm. Even if you look like a hot mess like I do in this video, people were on, people were watching, people were sharing. Like I had 222 views. That's awesome. It's not great, but it's awesome, right? 222 people watched it. You know, even this, I could have just posted this and be like, oh, I relate so hard to this. But I explained a bit of my story. And when you explain your story and where you're coming from and who you are, people respond. Okay. The last thing that I want to touch on, and I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen for this. The last thing that I really want to touch on with you guys is I was very crass when I came into this industry, very crass. And I used a lot of foul language in my life, and I was super negative, and it did not coincide with what I was trying to do. I am not saying don't be who you are, freaking be who you are. Okay. If you are a crass individual, just find a different segue to go with it. And I went with humor. Okay. I no longer, and I wrote, like, I basically made myself a non-negotiable list of what I do for myself. So for me, I do not post anything negative about my life, even when I'm going through a mess. I always try to turn it around and be more inspirational. And I don't use a lot of like foul language. And I also don't really dabble into like politics or any of that stuff either, because people get so angry about that stuff. And I just don't want that stuff anywhere near my page. Like I just want people to be happy and like come to my page to laugh or to enjoy themselves. So I just wanted to give you that quick little, I don't know, blurb of how I do these things. And so now I am going to invite Miss Lisa to share a bit because this woman literally has blown me out of the water lately. If you don't follow her on Facebook or Instagram, freaking do, because her, like, I can't even. I see her stories and her stuff, and I'm just like, what? This is amazing. So I thought I would invite her on here to kind of talk to you guys about what changed and how she got to a point that she was more comfortable posting on her stories, etc. So Lisa, my friend, take it away.
Thank you. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely nervous. I talking on Zooms and anything that has to do with, Zooms, live videos, whatever. But I did tell people I was gonna share how I changed. Not that I think I did, but apparently I did. So about a year ago, actually no, I met Kat in another we were in another business together, and there are many times where I'm pretty sure Kat wanted to slap me through the screen because I was hard-headed. I wasn't hearing anything. If it wasn't my way, there was no way. It was, it's always been Lisa's way or the highway, and I just didn't want to hear anything from anybody. And then I had my baby girl, my last one, October of 2020, and I just stopped everything, social media, like I was just so gone from everything. And then January 10th of 2021, I had my first ever panic attack. I thought I was dying of a heart attack, stroke, whatever. And then it scared me, honestly. And then I went and spoke to my doctor. Thankfully, her office is literally like down the road from me, so it was like a 2-minute walk. We're good. I finally admitted I needed medication to help with my anxiety, and shortly after, I found this holistic healer on a Moms with Anxiety group, and I've been working with her ever since. She has helped me so much, to seeing that, like, helping me see who I want to be and who I am. And she, like, I've honestly, since working with her, like, I've grown so much. I've known how to, like, I now know how to do boundaries with myself and other people. Now if I find that you're too negative, I'm cutting the cord. Like, we are no longer together. I want nothing to do with you. I don't hate you, just I don't want you in my circle. And before that, I just didn't care. But now it's, I need a lot of positivity around me. And I know this is not for everybody, which I totally respect, but I have found my way back to God. So now, like, for my stories, if I'm feeling like a little low, I'm a Pinterest mom. Like, I will Pinterest everything. It's really, like, bad. um, I literally, like, I will go on Pinterest and I will, type in positive quotes, affirmations, and then I just go scroll through, and whatever I feel resonates with me, or like I really like kind of connect to the quote that I'm reading, I save it to my phone, post it in my stories. My kids, when they're playing together, getting along, just being cute, like Kat does, screen, like, take a picture, post it to my story, or sometimes I'll do post it to my Instagram as a post. But lately, I'm living with my stories. There's hardly ever posts from me, which I don't understand why. Like, I went from, like, posting almost all the time and hardly any stories to now, like, my stories are always on and I have hardly any posts. So I gotta work a balance there where it's like a 50-50 thing. But and then that's what I do, or if I'm outside and I really hate the cold, like I'm a summer baby. Literally, my birthday is June 24th. And but I've found a new perspective of where I find, or I try to find, beauty in everything. So like nature is my number one thing. So when I'm outside, like I'll try and find something, and kind of focus on it and try to like find the beauty in it. Like snow on a tree. Most people just see snow on a tree, but I try and see like the beautiful side of it, and then like take a picture of it and put it on my story, and like it's a nice beautiful snowy day. Um when driving in the car with my husband, sometimes I kind of forget that we've been together for almost 13 years. So sometimes I'm looking at him and I'm like, wow, we've been together for like ever. Like, how is this even possible? How is this my life? That I'm with the same person since 2009, but I've known him since we were in grade 8, and it's just like, it shocks me almost that I'm still like, we're still together and have 4 kids, and we're actually talking about renewing our vows in 2 years when we've been 10 years married. And it's just, it blows my mind. Um, I also post a lot about my family. Like my cousin recently moved in with my parents, and we're going on Saturday to celebrate his birthday and my youngest sister's birthday, she's gonna be 13 on Sunday. So my stories are probably gonna be a lot of partying where I'm drinking with my cousin, eating cake with my sister, like I just share a bit of who I am, what my dreams are. For example, if I find a cute country house that I like, that I see myself living in, most likely I'm going to share it to my story, just because for the time that it's in my story, it, like it gives me belief that one day I will have that house or something similar. Um, right now I have, this completely off topic, sort of. I was scrolling through my old Facebook posts, and this was years ago, like 7, 8 years ago. I had posted a picture of a random German Shepherd and a picture of a random Rottweiler puppy that I've seen on Pinterest. And I said, one day I will find you and I will have you. Today, I have a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler mix. How that happened, I have no idea. But I do know, well, I mean, I know how it happened, but how I managed to like see myself get it, I have no idea. Because the German Shepherd, Jasmine, was my uncle's dog's puppy. So I was like, oh, look at that. Your niece wants a dog. So I ended up with Jasmine. And then scrolling through Facebook one day, I saw old friends of mine and husbands that their dog had puppies, and they were a Rottweiler mixed breed. And I was like, oh, so I messaged her, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm giving them like to my friends, I'm giving them for free. And I was like, you shouldn't have said that. Next thing I know, I'm stuck with another puppy, and my husband is extremely mad at me. I was like, why though? You love her. She's yours. And he's like, we live in a small apartment with a baby and a huge ass German Shepherd. We don't have room for a puppy. And I was like, well, too late. We got the puppy. So, you know,
I
they
love
are
that, Lisa. I love how you've like
the best.
that you
But
talked about your manifestation with your stories and your posts and that kind of stuff, and like how even, just presenting what you want in life or where you want to go. And that's not something that I touched on at all. So thank you so much for touching on that. Like that is so huge for us to be posting about. We're at 8:01 right now, and I know I wanted to get Kaylee to just show us really quick with her app. Are you going to show us or talk to us about it? she's gonna talk about it. So she
Alright.
she made a really cool story, and she's gonna just talk for like 2 minutes about it, and then we're gonna hop onto the Canadian Potential Zoom. So Lisa, thank you so much for sharing. You're phenomenal.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you.
take it away.
Well, thanks, Miss Lisa, for hopping on. It gets easier as you do it more and more. Real quick, so I shared this in the chat. It was the Pixel Cut app. So with that one, I just did, you can go to my Instagram. I'll drop it all into our chat just for time's sake. So you can watch it. And if you want some help on building it, I can help you. But I took the time to go and make like a whole presentation of my story, and I've put it in my highlights in my story on Instagram now. And I actually had like 5 people message me on this. So it just takes Kat's step a bit further. I took like 2 hours, I made it up, and from there was potentials out the butt. So I'll put some more how-to in the chat, and let's go over. You're good, go.
Awesome. Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the Canadian Zoom, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.